Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to do a quick video with some updates that I've made to my planner, specifically my daily pages. A lot of this probably looks familiar to you, so I will skip past a lot of the beginning section. I did decide to go ahead and try adding a vision board. It was an idea that I saw on Marianne Mole's YouTube channel, and I will actually link her below because a lot of the ideas that I found and have incorporated came from her channel. But as you can see, it's just quick reminders of weight that I'm trying to lose, 8 hours of sleep a night, eating healthy. So that's what this vision board is. Same goals, same routines and zones. The calendar is a section that I made some changes in. This section looks familiar, I know. This is the month of November. You can see I added a few decorations to it. Alright, so this is what I've changed. So I actually have put in individual pages in between the weeks. There's a page that gives the week number and the dates that it includes. And on the back side, it has a grid. And I have tipped in, you can see I just pasted this in with a tape runner. So it has the menu on one side, so while the week is open, I can flip that open and see what's for dinner. And on the back side is the grocery list. And again, I always cut little slits in my pages, so these are easy to take in and out, so I can pull this out at the grocery store, and then when I'm done, put it back in. The daily pages themselves look very much the same, except after much trials, I think it took me probably a good 4 or 5 hours, I figured out how to do a mail merge of sorts into InDesign, which allowed me to put a day of the week, a date, and also to put in holidays. So if I wanted to add birthdays or things like that, I could put those in as well. So this was a trial run trying to get these things in here. It worked. So I was happy to see that that is working, so I don't have to handwrite dates in anymore. So that was the first change. I'll pull this tip in out so you can see it. And then at the end of the week, on the back side of Sunday, I have just a blank page. It looks a lot like this, but without the date. And I've added a to do this week page. So again, when the pages are open, I can see the things that I have to do this week that aren't day specific, and I can also see the menu. And when I don't need them, I can just fold them back in. Now, I do use fairly thick paper. I think it's 28-pound paper. I did actually purchase some Tomoe River paper that is pre-cut personal size from Jet Pens. So this is what it looks like. There's 100 sheets in the package. It's DR338L, and it is an off-white color, so you can see it is a slightly different color. I think eventually I'm going to print inserts onto this. I did print inserts through the end of December. It works for now, but this is what I'll print on. When I purchased these last week, that was $4.10 for a package of 100 pieces of paper. And I actually have had really good luck with my Canon LaserJet printer, taking these just fine. There's a little bit of a wrinkle when it first comes out, but it flattens out just fine. Let me see. Here is the test sheet that I printed on. So you can see it's very thin. The Tomoe River paper is a very thin paper, so I'm hoping by using that, that will cut down on some of the bulk from the daily inserts. And you can see again, it's kind of an off-white color. I guess maybe I'm not as picky as some people. This might bother some people, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and just mix the 2 pieces of paper just so I don't have the bulk when I'm carrying daily pages. So this was a suggestion from Marianne Mole. Again, that was one of the ideas. And she also does tip-ins. She does a to-do this week, and then she actually has a summary page. She does one of the circle type trackers where she keeps track of her time and she tracks a whole bunch of things. Again, I'll link one of her videos below where she shows you her daily pages. And she does a 2-page per day. I really like this layout, the idea that I got from the planner spot. So I'm continuing to use these inserts. I'm just adding individual things that make my life easier. Like when I print them again, instead of writing in a little $sign to let me know it's payday, I'll probably actually put that on here. So again, here's the next week. These are mostly blank. So this is what a blank menu looks like. It's Monday through Sunday, has a section for notes, a spot for a grocery list, and the grid for now I've just been using to write down shopping items for other stores that may not be actually at the grocery store, but it's a blank space. I can use it for whatever I want. And I actually went ahead and did something I don't normally do. I planned way ahead. I'm traveling a lot in the month of November, and I'm only home very short periods of time between trips, so I went ahead and just laid everything out that I knew for sure was happening. I had printed these to-do lists the wrong size. As you can see, it's more of a pocket-sized piece of paper. So I just scratched through and wrote packing notes because I've started packing for my next trip that I don't leave until this weekend. And I zipped my suitcase up, realized it was really heavy, so I've gone back and taken some stuff out, but this is a reminder of things that I don't have in there yet. So that's why I was like, oh no, I need to pull everything out of here and rethink what I'm taking, because I don't want to get an overweight charge. Usually I'm pretty good about packing, but I don't know. There are times, especially during the winter and fall, when I'm bringing sweaters and heavy clothes and lots of layers to keep warm, that I overpack, and I will freely admit that I do that. So again, I've planned ahead. Mostly it's workouts. I'm gonna try and do the 21-day fix while I'm traveling. We'll see. That's part of the weight issue that I have, so I'm bringing bands with me, so I'll probably have to pare those down as well. And then I stopped when I returned. So the week after Thanksgiving, I'll be back to my normal routine, so I actually have left that completely blank. I did start putting stuff into December. I ended up printing my own little stickers. I have a silhouette machine, and so a lot of things that are just plain text, it's actually pretty easy for me to put together. I also do these little labels for the tabs, just that way if one gets crinkled, kind of like this calendar one is where it's starting to peel off and it won't stay stuck down, I can just print new ones and put them down. Alright, so 2018, I've actually printed my monthly views, and I showed you the 2018 holidays that I made myself. I still have the pull out there. And again, I've started putting in holidays, large trips that I know that I'm going on, blocking out large amounts of time. So next section here is the YouTube section. I had a separate planner for my editorial calendar. That was this one that had the DIY fish inserts in it, just as a quick reminder. I showed these in a previous video. It has the fold out monthly calendars, but really and truly, I have all these pages of calendar stuff and I'm not using it. I'm just not planning like on a daily and weekly to-do list in here, so I figured I would go ahead and just put everything into this planner. These I actually did print on just regular copy paper. I'm not going to be writing on them with fountain pens or anything like that, it's just a plain gel pen. So you can see it doesn't really show through to the next month. So, and these aren't things that I want to hold on to long term and archive necessarily. So you can just see I've started writing things down. On the back side of this divider, I actually have a little stack of sticky notes. So as you can see here, I just jot notes of what I might want to do a video on, and I can put them down, and when I've actually recorded it, then I can write it down in ink. So, whoops. And again, these are all, the holes are cut into to make them easier to pull in and out. And I am using these blog and YouTube planning sheets. These are from AnniePlansPrintables, as is this calendar, the monthly calendar. So I was using these also. I was using those also in here. This is the mini happy planner size, so I went ahead and just bought the personal size ones, and now I have them in here. Again, just regular copy paper. I printed them one-sided, so if I wanted to, I could tuck them in between the month pages. I don't know that I'm going to. For now, they're back here. So the other thing I've done is added a few more pages under the lists section. I am traveling to New Zealand in 2018, so about this time, we need to be planning. We have our plane fare. We need to start planning what we're doing, where we're staying, because my husband and I are actually going to drive. So we're going to have to start working on hotels and things like that here shortly. The next section that I put in is pet info. Both of these are from AnniePlansPrintables. I really like her shop. She has both an Etsy store and she has her own website. Her own website has a few more printables because I think it's easier for her to update that website. But in here, I just have information about my two dogs. I just want to start keeping track of vet visits, things like that. Calvin is pretty steady as you go, doesn't have a lot going on. Joey's my special snowflake dog. He's the little chihuahua. He actually has an eye issue where his eyes don't produce tears. It has something to do with his immune system, so I have to give him eye medicine twice a day, morning and evening, every single day, pretty much for the rest of his life, and he's always getting ear infections, and he scratches a lot, and so, poor little guy. Sweetest chihuahua you will ever meet, but yeah, he's my special snowflake dog. So I would like to keep track of that, especially keeping track of ear infections, things like that, so if I can see if there's a pattern. The inbox section is the same as usual, as is this back area. So the main thing is I just added a few more things in. You can see it's much thicker than it was before. And because of that, I've actually taken the wallet out for now. As these inserts get used and I take them out, this will get thinner and I can tuck the wallet back in again. But for now, I like having both November and December in here, especially because November is almost a bit of a throwaway month since I don't have a lot going on daily, but I do want to kind of keep track of what I have going on when I am in town. Last couple of things. I think you've seen most of these little clips that I have tucked in. The faux leather bow is actually from Annie's Papery from Etsy. She does these kind of in limited runs. I know she just did a restock of them. I don't know if she has them anymore in her shop, but I will link it below just so you can check and see. Because I think she stocks them, basically does a pre-sale, ships them out, and then restocks them again. That's kind of what I've seen over the last couple of months. So I have a couple more coming. This one's the pewter color. I have a wine and I think a black and a white one coming as well. So you'll probably see those show up here in the next week or two. And then I just have a leaf. I think this came with the Cocoa Daisy kit, and then my little fox that I love. He's so cute. So that is what my planner looks like right now. It's a bit of a beast from the top. And I am starting to work on 2018, just as I said, adding in things to the month just so I can kind of see where we are, where we're going as 2018 things start to head my way. If you like this video, I'd appreciate you giving it a thumbs up, and I have more videos that are coming. Even though I'm traveling, I am trying to record ahead. I shouldn't be missing too many videos over the next month. I am going to take a break for Thanksgiving. So where I'm going is in the middle of nowhere and they don't have great internet. So I'll be out in the middle of the country in Illinois, and my mother-in-law's house only has dial-up internet essentially. It's not that speedy, I'll just put it that way. So uploading and I could probably record something there, but I don't think I'd get it uploaded anytime soon. I'd have to go sit in a Panera Bread or something like that to get it updated. So we'll see. Maybe, who knows? If it shows up, you've gotten a video. Otherwise, you'll have one or two more, and then I will see you next time. Bye!